what's up, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be me telling you guys 5 things I wish I knew before starting dance. And before we get started, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And also, I have very exciting news. You can go down, click the link in my description, and you can get 70% off if you use the code Ariel and 70 at checkout, and you will get 70% off everything. I mean everything on my merch shop. So if you want a good deal for Christmas or for Thanksgiving, go get your merch now so you can get the cheapest stuff at the right time. And let's get started. So you guys know I've been doing dance for about 3 years now, and I recently decided to temporarily quit dance to let my injuries heal. And if you do not know what those injuries are, basically I have extremely bad knee pain and wrist pain. So I'm taking as long as I need to off until we can either get a diagnosis or know what to do. And yeah, so yeah, I've had to take a lot of breaks, but this is the longest I've ever taken, and it's really affecting me. But I'm gonna tell you 5 things I wish I knew before committing to dance. Number 1, if you're not totally committed, don't start doing it. When I started in 2020, I just did it as a fun hobby. I didn't train every single day. I maybe did a few tricks around the house, or I did maybe 5-10 minutes of improv. Maybe that's it. And I wasn't totally committed until I realized that we were going to be in this pandemic and lockdown for a lot longer than I thought. Because it was originally, for my school, I originally had to take a 2-week virtual learning week, whatever, I don't know. For 2 weeks we had to do virtual learning, and we thought that we'd be back in person in time for our 5th grade graduation. We weren't, and then I realized maybe I will need this sport to keep me entertained during this crazy lockdown. So I trained more every day. I started training, I got stronger, and now I'm considered stronger than most adults, physically, but mainly mentally. And yes, I've had some downfalls, but I wouldn't change it for the world. And I had a lot of injuries recently, and 2 of those have caused me to temporarily take a time off dance, and it's hard, but I am committed to letting myself heal and getting back stronger, because trust me, these injuries and this recovery time is a major setback, but there will also be a major comeback. So get ready, because I'm gonna be a lot stronger when I come back. So yeah. And number 2, don't waste time training if you're just gonna quit. And this is kind of following along with number 1, but I've learned this the hard way, that if you just do a little bit of dance and then quit, you're not going to be able to get your skills back as easy, and you're not going to be able to do skills as easy. So just continue training even if you don't want to, because you will want to at some point later in life. And yeah, number 3, learn the dedication that you need of any sport before you start, like for example dance. I didn't realize how much of a dedication I would need for dance. At one point, when I was getting really, really good, in my opinion, and getting more into it, which is near when I got injured, I was training around, I'd like to say 20 to 26 hours a week. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it is really a lot. Actually, at one point I was training like 30 hours a week. That was too much for me, so I stopped. So I trimmed it down to 26. And you need total dedication with that, because you've got to be able to train for that long, like have the stamina too, and be able to not just give up when you don't get a skill. Because I get really upset when I don't get a skill the first time, like get a skill for the first try. And I know I shouldn't, but I just hate failing. But I do realize that fails are only part of success. But I still get upset because I love the sport so much that I'm almost like a perfectionist. In fact, I am a perfectionist. And yes, my technique might be really bad, but to me, perfectionist, like in my mind, being perfect means getting your skill every time. That doesn't happen to me, especially as a self-taught dancer. I don't have professional training, like most dancers, so it's really hard to get skills. And I've worked hard for the skills that I've gotten, and even for the skills that I've lost, because I've actually never told this story, but I lost a skill due to a minor injury. I fell on my arm, my left arm, when I was filming a TikTok. I was falling back into a back bend, which I could do, and then I just completely lost the skill as soon as that fail happened. I've been trying to get it back ever since, and nothing's working. And now I can't even do that. Like, I can't even try to get it back because I'm injured. But I learned that patience is key, and let yourself fail, because failing is only part of success. The fourth thing that I've learned is let yourself fail, let yourself be bad, and let yourself be upset, because failing is only part of life. Failing is part of success, because if you don't fail, you don't learn. And if you don't learn, you don't succeed. So let yourself fail. Don't get upset, even though it might be hard not to. Like not to get upset. It's hard, and I know that for a fact, but you need to learn to deal with the emotions, not let yourself get upset, and just get right back up, because if you keep telling yourself negative things, you're gonna eventually lose the skill that you're trying to get or you failed on. And I've experienced this myself. I've also injured my left big toe because I nearly ripped a corner of the toenail off because I hit my foot against my footboard on my bed in a no-handed scorpion needle thing. And I was really excited when I got this skill, and I filmed it as a YouTube short, and I did end up falling, and I hit my toe really badly, but I can still do that skill because I worked hard to get it back, because there was a time that I couldn't do it. So if you think you can't do a skill, or you are trying to get a skill and you can't do it, just keep trying and trying and trying, because failing is part of success. And don't give up, because it's not worth it. And my fifth and final thing is have fun. Don't rush to be like your ever friends, or like your idol who does dance. I personally have an idol, like a dance idol, and she's really good, a lot better than me. A lot of you might know her, but yeah, her name is Everly Rose. I've been watching her since she was 7, and she's now 11 years old. Well, gonna be 11 in December, but I've learned that you don't need to be like your idols. For example, Everly does professional dancing. at her new studio. I don't do professional dance, like I don't do studio work. I only work, like do it at home. So it's expected that you're gonna not have as much talent as other people, but still try to be your best, because your best is only what you can do, and you don't need to be like other people. Like personally, I can't do crazy facial expressions while I'm dancing. It's just not what I do. And yes, I might do them on camera for other videos, but I can't do them while I'm dancing. That's just me. Some other people might think that's weird. Some other people might be able to do it. I personally can't. So do what you can and don't let yourself down. Don't try to be like other people or your idols, because it's never going to work out. Because their style of dancing might be different than yours. Their style of playing a sport might be different than yours. Their technique might be different than yours. Just go based off what you can do and what you feel natural doing. So those are the 5 things that I wish I knew before starting dance. And again, you can use code Ariel Novick 70 to get 70% off every single item in my merch store for the holidays. This is for the November month, and this will be running all month for Thanksgiving. So if you want to get something as a gift for someone that you're thankful for, I recommend getting my merch because it's cute, it's comfy, and it's really cool. So go down, link in the description, and you can get my merch for 70% off using code Ariel Novick 70. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.